As I said, today's lesson's called the applications of dot product. So I'm going to show you, I think, three different things today that dot product can be used for. Okay, the first one is going to be the angle between all right, Chris. Can you go here, please? Okay, Chris, from yesterday, we had two ways we could call A dot B. You could call it AX, BX plus AY, BY. Do you recall the other way we could?
Was it by chance A times B cos theta?
Yeah, I'm going to call it magnitude A, yes. Okay. So what we can do is we can actually find the angle between two vectors. How would I isolate theta? What would be the first thing I do there? Michael, if I wanted to get theta by itself, what would be the first thing I do there? Thank you, Michael.
Oh, sorry.
But yes.
I didn't hear it.
That's exactly what you would do there. Thank you, Mike. You're an amazing ventriloquist, actually. It's great. You're in the zone. It's okay. You're in the zone. That's good. You're in the zone. Okay, so this is nice. Now we can find the angle between any two vectors. So this can help us. If you remember, we were doing. I was saying with the Cartesian vectors, it's it'd be difficult to draw triangles and all that stuff. You can do this with no diagrams, which is good now. Okay. So here we go. Example 1. Okay, in the good old days, what you would have to do is you would have to draw that out in a graph. Okay, right? Get some angles, figure it out, and get some all sorts of things like this. Brad, you're with me here. You're not studying for your biology, I hope, right now. Okay, good. So we'll do this now, okay? So I'm going to write out cos theta equals 8, shall I u dot v all over magnitude of u, magnitude of v. All right, now the real Michael this time. From earlier in today's class, what is u dot v equal again?
Is it UX,
Yeah.
UY, and VX and VY?
Very good. So I'm going to call this then just 1 times negative 3 plus 2 times 4. Is everyone else, before I move ahead here, I want to make sure everyone is crystal clear on that. Okay, because this is the numbers we're using instead of x and y's.
Is there like a specific reason why you add?
Yeah. There's all yesterday's lesson, basically.
Okay.
Right?
Is it just that? Or?
Do you remember that big long proof we had using cosine line yesterday?
Yeah.
It took like half an hour to do?
Yeah.
And I was in painstaking detail?
Yeah.
That's why I add. That's all I can say.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a few things that I together like that. Okay, I know you weren't here yesterday, but I'm confident in your math skills. Do you recall how to find the magnitude of a vector? How to find the distance for that? Okay. No? We'll pass today. Pass today? Alright, Nicole. You have to recall how to find, if the endpoint is 1, 2, and the beginning 0, 0, how do you find the distance? No? Uh-oh, we're pausing. Derek will come to you and Luke, you can back in later. Derek, how do you find the magnitude of u, please?
You use the distance formula.
Yeah, the distance formula, right? So it's going to be the square root of 1 squared plus 2 squared. Okay? So again, it's just going to be the magnitude number is just the distance formula, that's all we're doing here. Luke, with that knowledge, can you find the magnitude of V for me, please? Go ahead.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Okay, I'll help you, okay? So what happened here, all we did for this first one, and I'm sure if Luke says that, that means half the class doesn't.
No.
All it's gonna be is this squared plus this squared, right, and the square root of that.
Okay.
Okay, so the same thing here is gonna be the square root of negative 3 squared,
Oh,
and plus 4 squared. Okay. Is this starting to come back for some people, a little bit? Hopefully. So that turns into negative 3 plus 8. All over the square root of 5, the square root of 25. So it equals 5 over 5 and 5. So cosine of theta is 1 over root 5. I'm going to get out of the way to make sure that we're feeling okay about that. Does everyone feel sort of okay on the algebra? I did that fast. I know that's okay, that algebra, I did that. Right, Tori, you get to speak out there, girl, today. How do I solve the theta?
You do cos inverse of 1 over root 5.
Yeah, which turns into?
63.4.
Okay, so therefore the angle between those two vectors is 63.4. Please. Clear as mud? It just is a little bit of practice. As if you have a little bit of practice on this, and when you get through these questions each night, you'll say no problem, it's really easy. Okay, right? So this is just one of the applications. No, this is the easiest.
It was a rhetorical question.
Did I say that? Right, it's pause, it means pause. Number 2 is going to be vector projections. And you see this every single day, okay, when you watch television or play video games, okay? What television and video games do is they project a three-dimensional image onto a two-dimensional space, being your television, or in video games, say your, I guess, further television, okay? So what this is going to be is this. The projection of V onto U is the shadow that V casts onto U.
Is that the projection of V onto V?
That should be U. All right, there, sorry about that. Okay, so here's one of my diagrams. I'll get out of the way and explain it. So this is very similar, related to the diagram that we dealt with yesterday of dot product to begin with. So all this is going to be here is, if you're thinking your vector U, it's like the horizontal component basically onto this, okay? It's just, if, for example, imagine that you're looking, again, you have a picture of someone's arm here, you don't actually see the entire arm. All you see is, again, the two-dimensional projection of it. It's the same idea onto here, okay? I'm going to go through the math of this, and we'll do a few examples, and then we'll see here, hopefully not. You guys remember that awful cold I had at the beginning of the term? I felt like I was going to die every day. I didn't feel like I was going to die, but I'm glad no one got sick.
I got pretty sick. Not because of you, but it was just during the whole week of
The whole week of sickness. All right, here we go. So we're going to say if 0 degrees is less or equal to theta is less or equal to 9 degrees, The projection of V onto U is in the direction of U. Then we'll say if 0 degree, whoops, try again, 90, between 90 and 180.
Is proj U
That's projection of
like
V
one
onto,
whole thing?
yeah, that's projection of V onto U, if that's what that means. I'll get out of the way here, and I'll do some examples. Oh, Mr. Sadler, you're making so many mistakes. So I'll get out of the way here and I'll explain. Hold on a second. Let me get out of the way. Hold on. I think this is a good time for a pause, and then I'll do some explaining and do some more math in a second, okay? So you guys can scribble, I'll pause.